William Poundstone, Rock Breaks Scissors, a practical guide to outguessing and outwitting almost everybody. Prepare to elevate your strategic gamesmanship with the book Summary of A Rock Breaks Scissors by William Poundstone. This engaging piece explores the fascinating world of predicting human actions and exploiting their unconscious patterns. Unearth the intriguing predictability in human choices concerning randomness, useful in various real-life situations such as sports, making sales, stock market investments, and even securing your passwords. The book highlights the importance of anticipating your opponent's moves and, at the same time, effectively concealing your own.
The art of prediction. Prediction is a fundamental skill in competition, whether in sports, games, or business. The key to making accurate guesses about your opponent's strategies is to understand that people behave based on unconscious patterns. By learning these patterns, you can gain a small statistical advantage that can be valuable. However, the brain is a pattern recognition machine that does not do a good job of recognizing randomness. It seeks meaning and order in any phenomenon and imposes an illusory pattern on a random sequence. This makes being truly spontaneous difficult. But by exploiting predictability, you can gain an edge over your competitors. For example, when you offer customers a choice of 3 options, they tend to choose the middle one. Make the middle one slightly more expensive, and you're ahead of the game. Knowing such patterns provides a slight advantage over the laws of chance, which can be profitable. In conclusion, with a small statistical advantage, anyone can make accurate predictions of human thoughts and actions, even without being a mind reader. Breaking the misconception of randomness. The way people understand randomness hinders their ability to behave randomly. Our brains are wired to identify patterns, leading to less random behavior when trying to create random results. This is because we avoid clusters and try to imitate a shuffle, making our choices less random and more predictable. Strategic advantages. The key to outguessing others lies in their short memories. People tend to focus on their last move or two when making strategic choices instead of their overall series of moves. This makes them more likely to create patterns subconsciously. Business and personal success often hinge on guessing more accurately than others. By studying opponents and their typical responses to successful or unsuccessful moves, you can gain a tactical advantage. Kobe Bryant's 2007-2008 pro basketball season highlights the importance of recognizing patterns in a player's behavior. The science of numbers. The predictability of human behavior when inventing numbers has significant impacts on security codes, fraud identification, and even winning an argument. Humans tend to prefer descending pairs and avoid same-digit pairs when inventing numbers. They also tend to repeat some of their invented pairs. This predictability makes it easier for criminals to crack security codes and helps law enforcement identify fraud. The bias toward low digits in certain settings, known as Benford's law, also makes it more challenging for fraudsters to fake numbers without detection. Knowing these biases and patterns can help individuals improve their chances of success in various areas, from winning an argument or game to getting a promotion or fortune. The illusion of the hot hand. Sports fans tend to believe that players on a hot streak will continue to perform better than others. However, this belief is an illusion created by the brain's tendency to find patterns in randomness. Psychologists call this proclivity the representative heuristic, which is the human ability to perceive patterns even in small sets of data. This belief affects how players strategize and how bettors place their bets. The illusion of the hot hand may be responsible for several $1 billion lost in sports bets and is an artifact of our flawed understanding of randomness. In truth, we should remember the big picture, as hot hand streaks are nearly random, and the length of a winning streak is random. Uncovering patterns in human behavior. This book explores the concept of identifying unconscious patterns in human behavior to make more accurate predictions. It highlights how you can apply this skill to win at games like rock, paper, scissors, and even multiple choice tests. The idea is that people tend to avoid clusters of similar moves, which means that predicting what they will do becomes easier. The same applies to test makers, who tend to have a bias towards true answers for their convenience. This presents a chance for test takers to make educated guesses with over a 50% chance of being right. The trick is to answer the questions you are sure of first, then look for patterns within the surrounding answers for the ones you left blank. If two adjacent answers are the same, for instance, and the blank space requires a true or false answer, then the opposite choice to those two may be more accurate. Conversely, if the two adjacent answers differ, true is more often the right answer to guess. This book equips readers with invaluable insights for understanding human behavior and acting with a level of anticipation. Maximizing stock market earnings. Many investors make the mistake of buying stocks when prices rise and selling when they fall. However, stock market averages vary widely over the years because most investors chase perceived hot hands and fail to analyze long-term buy and sell patterns. To make sound investments, you can profit from other people's predictability and do the opposite, buy when the market's P/E ratio approaches historical lows and sell when it climbs toward high levels. Instead of focusing on the current P/E ratio, look at a long-term indicator like Yale economist Robert Shiller's cyclically adjusted P/E ratio that divides the latest S&P 500 ratio by the average earnings of the indexed companies for the past decade. You can also maximize earnings with a trailing stop order, which involves selling a stock when its price drops a specified percentage from its high, and reinvesting in fixed income instruments. By adopting these strategies, you can make significantly more money in the stock market than the average investor. The power of randomness in strategy. To outsmart your opponents, it is not enough to predict their moves, you also need to make your moves unpredictable. The key is to incorporate randomness into your strategy. Tennis players, for example, can randomize their serves with the help of non-human aids, such as a wristband heart rate monitor. By choosing a direction based on whether the number displayed on the monitor is odd or even, players can make their serves unpredictable and prevent their opponents from predicting their moves. This strategy applies to many other areas of life, as any human action that is not random is to some degree predictable. Therefore, incorporating randomness into our decision-making process can improve our chances of success. Letting go of the belief in the gambler's fallacy, which assumes that chance outcomes that haven't occurred in the recent past are more likely to occur in the near future, is key. By embracing randomness, we can become more unpredictable and enhance our performance. Secure passwords. When choosing a password, it's essential to be unpredictable. Many people prefer easy-to-remember passwords rather than secure ones. However, it makes it easy for criminals to guess common passwords. Identity thieves can also use software that tries various dictionary words, names, nicknames, and pet names. To choose a safe password, choose one that's too complex to remember and write it down. Use sites like random.org for truly randomized letters and numbers. Be cautious of website security questions, which can aid users who forget their passwords. Make sure not to use easily guessable answers, or the thief wins an identity they can sell.
In conclusion, Rock Breaks Scissors offers enlightening insights into the world of prediction and how to leverage it to outguess your opponents. Discover the secrets behind how our brain's pattern recognition works and how this can be exploited in a wide range of scenarios. The summary consolidates the importance of understanding patterns in human behavior and applying this knowledge to improve performance in various aspects of life, from business to personal choices. By learning and mastering these patterns, you gain a competitive edge that could prove invaluable in numerous situations. So grab the opportunity and expand your strategic arsenal with these predictive tools.